I wanted to add to that, one of the things that probably is making it much more effective too for your kids, and it's kind of a template for others, is the fact that not only do you repeat it, but you live it and believe it so wholeheartedly. They can't help but in the way you convey that message to them, you're not moving. This is how it is. And they're going to get that over time,
Yeah.
repetition. So yeah, commend you on that. Hopefully we'll get more people that can do that, especially with 5 kids. It's a lot.
It's I mention it a lot. Being an intentional parent, it does take a lot of effort, because the first thing is to become aware, right? So once you become aware, then you're aware of being intentional, and you're also aware when you're not being intentional, and you're just kind of letting things go, and then you get that feeling that you're just those days where you just grab your phone and you're just like flipping through social media just to kill the time, right? You can do that very easily in your parenting as well. It's like, oh, do I have the energy to really follow through with this? And every parent will have moments where they can relate back to a moment where they're like, I just did not have the energy and I let it go. And in the long run, it takes up, double, triple the amount of energy to correct that. But yeah, that's why it's so important to also take care of yourself, right? Because we only have so much energy per day that we're using, and yeah. So yeah, it does take a lot of intentional energy and effort, but it's also extremely worth it to stay consistent with it.
Would you both think or agree with this analogy? I guess is the thoughts are a special message for each of us, but we have the privilege or opportunity and the challenge of siphoning them. Some of those you want to utilize, but most of them you want to just let them go.
Exactly.
Something that maybe you can take something out of it, but there's some gold in there, and take it, but don't take it personal and go. It's not who you are, but they're there for you to use in some capacity if you so choose. It's just a challenge for us to understand what shall we use and what shall we not use.
Well, it is true. It is true but the voices or the thoughts that are in our mind, there are more. On a general note, most people will experience more critical than positive ones, and I'm not sure if that's just a nature thing. I don't know if there's any scientific backing up on that, but I do know that it's something that people remember most. It only takes one negative comment to be remembered, but it takes 7. There you go. That's the proper number. 7 positive reinforcements to correct that. So there is something to the positive and the negative energy. I was talking to my massage therapist again, and he was telling me once again about the scientific research that Dr. Joe Dispenza is doing, as well as Bob Proctor and another doctor, where they've actually done research and they've been able to record how energy flows out of us, and like the energy force that is coming out of us. And when it's a positive, when a person who's got the positive energy flow, it actually flows out, and it like reaches out and it flows all the way around us. But when it's a negative one, it actually shrinks into us. It doesn't go out, but it shrinks into us. So it's there is something to how those energies are different and how they move throughout all of us. So it's yeah, I would say that the thoughts are there, but I don't think we necessarily need to use all of them. And yes, definitely siphoning through them and making sure that we use the right ones and focus on the right ones is incredibly important. That's the reason why we are teaching everybody and helping people know about mindfulness, so that they are not focusing on the ones that are going to bring them into a place that is unhealthy.